Dear Diary, my name is Pierrot, and I'm sitting on a train to Mannheim. But you're probably wondering how I got here. So, basically, my Aunt Beatrix suddenly wants me to go to leave from her house because both of my parents are no longer with me. Right before I hopped on this train, Adele and someone would wave me out of the station, gave me my destination, somewhere to drop off, and some sandwiches for the ride. That will take about 10 hours, they said. Also, when I got on, this lady and her kid threw me a bad look. Rude. Anyways, I'm missing Josette already. She asked about my aunt and told me that I could always go back to the orphanage if I wanted. Thinking back at it makes me feel a bit uncomfortable, to be honest. My aunt was never there, not birthdays, not Christmas. Enough thinking for now. I'll try and get some sleep and put my concerns out of my mind. Hey Derry, me again. Just a few months ago, this nice old man that walked in with a cane came into the carriage. The lady from the force started complaining in German. She even called the conductor, only because that man sat beside her. He kicked him out and I tried to help, but I was useless there. I don't even understand why she's complaining anyways. I'm still sleepy though. Pierrot back. I'm in another train. I've reached Mannheim and I'm heading to Munich now. Or that's what the sign says at least. I'm a bit scared and anxious right now. First, when I got off the first train, I accidentally crashed into this guy wearing a uniform. I fell to the ground and he stepped on my hand very hard. I couldn't even feel my fingers under his shoe. I asked him crying to stop, but he wouldn't, and nobody passing by did anything. Then his wife and kids came looking for him. A little girl said that my clothes looked old and smelled. My fingers were sore, so I just hurried to my next train. There, the conductor asked for my tickets. I showed him the documents that the grand sister had given me before and continued to look for a place for me to sit. He insisted that staying there was dangerous. I could die after just like that. But there wasn't much space available. If I felt so anxious all the time following that man from one place to another. That's how I ended up in this carriage with a bunch of young-looking men. I was troubled and felt uneasy. They were all wearing the same uniform, and a sign that looked just like the one that the man from the station was wearing. Something about the movement made me feel uncomfortable, but I sat down anyways. Just sitting among them, I felt small and ignored, so I said, my father was a soldier. I really regret my decision now. One of the boys was very mean. He was intimidating and took my 2 sandwiches. I had been keeping them from when I really needed them, but they were gone. One of the kids was a little bit nicer though. He tried to help, but the bigger bully had way too much authority. I don't know why. I haven't said a word since then. More updates for you, dear diary. I'm currently on my way to Salzburg, my last train finally. And even though these are good news, I also have some not that great ones. The boy from before told me when to drop off the train, like if he hadn't bullied me just a couple of hours before. For 1 second, I thought he was also going to Austria, but to my relief, he stayed in Germany. So close to my destination, I'm exhausted, so tired and so hungry. But I don't want to fall asleep. Who knows where will I end? Russia, perhaps? Oh, no. Oh wait, I almost forgot about Simone's present. I'm so curious. What could it be? Let's open. Emil and the Detectives by Eric Ganster. It's a line, I guess. Now then, Emil, Miss Toothspring said, just carry in that jug of hot water for me, will you? She picked up one jug and a little blue bowl of liquid chamomile shampoo and hurried out of the kitchen into the room. Emil took his jug and followed her. Hey, for my final entry, I would just say the book really surprised me. It was so similar to my current situation and all the events in my life, almost scary. But as I was reading, I couldn't help but fall asleep. I woke up to a knock in the window. I quickly looked and gratefully I was in Salzburg. And that knock was my Aunt Beatrix.